Let's talk East Finals, guys. And Tampa trying to avoid, obviously, going back to New York down 3-1. It's not a literal must-win, Anna. We'll stay with you. But how important is this game in sunny Florida?
I mean, at this point, every game is a must win, right? And the Lightning barely managed to get out of game 3 with a win to get them at least one win in this series. So I think they really want to come out blazing in this game to tie it up a little bit more. I mean, when we take a look at the Rangers, one of the biggest things we've noticed, and we knew this going into the playoffs, was that Igor Shesterkin's performance would be a huge factor in the Rangers going as far as they have. And in game 3, he's still made 49 saves on 52 shots, and he's just been dominant since that series against Carolina. But this is his first full postseason in the NHL. And so he's still pretty new to the scene. And we saw against Pittsburgh, there were times when he got rattled and it stayed with him for a little bit. So when we're getting this deep, you can't have those rattles and those questions stay with you as long, because it's going to have a way bigger impact. So if I'm Tampa Bay, I want to throw some questions around Shesterkin tonight, and I want to come out with everything I've got so that you could finally get the series tipping a little bit in your favor.
AJ Bolt's going to even this thing up?
I think they will. And I think they have to. You know, part of it outside of the obvious, right? Like going back to New York, trailing 3-1 versus going 2-2 is a whole different ballgame. But we just heard from Coach John Cooper, if this thing goes to 7 games, they might get Braden Point back. And that would be a huge addition for them. So from that standpoint alone, extending this series long enough to get him back, bolster their top 6, give them a little more depth by moving some guys around, I think would be huge.
Pablo, who have you got?
You know what? As we get deeper into the series, it's about momentum and pressure. And those would shift back to the Rangers in one case and the Bolts in the other. Can you imagine going 2-2 and then the Rangers dressing room thinking, man, we had these guys down and had our foot on the throat in game 3 and we let them off the hook. What did we do here? They may have released something that they won't be able to put the genie back in the bottle, I don't think. If Tampa ties this up, I think the momentum's all in their corner. And with the prospect of Braden Point coming back, that's another bullet in their chamber. So it's critical for the Rangers to send the series back home with a 3-1 lead. If they go back 2-2, I think they're in real trouble.